Welcome back as we recognize local groups and individuals showing support for our veterans here in Tampa Bay. Cynthia Haffey and Tom Monaco join us now to educate us about art and how they're having a contest to connect high school students and our veterans in Polk County. Thank you for being here. Cynthia, explain what is Platform Art.
Platform Art is a cultural arts organization in Lakeland. It was started by Ann Wilson, our founder, about 10 years ago, so this is our 10th year anniversary. And she put together the organization to showcase local, regional art, visual art, film, fashion, live music, and performances of all kinds.
And you do this not just in Lakeland, but throughout Polk County?
We do, and we'll hold 2 signature events a year that are really mostly for adults, and we'll do 1 student-based event. So we work with the Polk County school system for grades K through 12, and we have students produce all the artwork, all the visual art, the film, the fashion, the live music, and the performance. So we do that in February.
And so that's how you're going to connect with the veterans. Tom, how are you helping with the project?
What I'm doing is I'm a local artist in Lakeland, and what I'm doing is I'm helping facilitate the realization of the student artwork into a full-size sculpture. And so I'll help with the instruction with the teachers, and then actually be responsible for taking the student artwork and making it into an actual outdoor sculpture.
So you're going to the high school and you're telling the kids to construct a piece of paper art, a structure, and then you're going to take that structure and turn it into a metal piece.
Exactly.
And then what happens? Where does it go?
Actually, we're working with the Veterans Association in Lakeland. They've approached us to help them during this phase that they are revitalizing the Veterans Memorial Park, and that is located behind the Lakeland Center. It's a very high-profile location. But so they've approached us, and we have come up with this program that we can go to the school system, which we work with anyway, and we've understood that they are sort of they do less work in 3D, three-dimensional sculpture. So it's our idea to work with the students, and we're bringing Tom into the school system to do workshops with the teachers to help them learn how to teach 3D sculpture to students. And we're focusing on high school because we think that those kids are more mature. They'll be able to articulate a theme a little bit better.
And what is your theme?
This year, it's honor. The veterans have 3 themes, I think, in the park.
Honor, service, sacrifice.
And sacrifice.
And so they're going to be ultimately 3 sculptures, 1 representing each of those concepts, and we want them to be student done. And so each year we'll do a new sculpture until there'll be 3 in the park, and then those will rotate on an annual basis. And so it'll be an ongoing annual competition for one of those 3 different sculptures every year.
That's great. So somebody's going to get a true honor of getting their sculpture there, and they're honoring our veterans. Will you actually have veterans come in and work with the kids, talk to the kids at all, get them involved?
That is a possibility. We did a teacher meeting yesterday for the school system. School's about to start. So so Tom came in and talked to them about building 3D sculpture, and that was one of the options, to have veterans come to the school to talk to the students about honor in particular and their experience in the military, so that the kids can then sort of interpret that that concept and that theme to go into the park.
What do you hope the kids get out of this?
Well, I think it'll be a number of benefits to it. One, helps legitimize the concept of art, as a lot of times it can be kind of maligned. People are like, oh, you're going to be an artist, well, what are you going to do to make a living? You know, to have a student have the opportunity to do a realized public art piece is a rare opportunity. It also bridges the gap between the veterans and the students, sort of a generational gap, and helps to help create awareness for the veterans and education. And then also for the schools, it gives them a good creative outlet for the teachers to excite the students. A lot of times doing a paper project, but then realizing that you have the opportunity to see that sculpture actually become a permanent part of the community.
Yeah, that's going to be a big thrill for 3 students here soon. When is your contest will start? When school starts?
Right. Tom will go into the school system in September to do workshops with the teachers. They'll go back to the classroom, and then they'll you know, communicate with the students, and the veterans will work with them if they want on creating their artwork. Then Platform Kids event will happen February 1st. So we will take all the work that's been produced and exhibit that at our event. And we'll bring in veterans and Tom and a couple other artists and platform representatives and probably representatives from the city of Lakeland. They'll come in and judge the work, so the veterans will actually be part of the selection process. So then they will choose one of the works that they think best represents the theme of honor, and then Tom will take that back to his studio, refabricate the piece in steel, possibly invite the students in to work with him so that they can actually have that experience working with a professional artist and seeing his remarkable studio. And then the piece will be installed during Memorial Day celebrations in Veterans Park.
Great. Yeah. That's wonderful. Good for you. And you're donating all your time and materials?
Yeah, the materials I think are being donated. We're trying to fundraise for those. But I'm donating my time and you know, as a sort of a give back.
Fantastic. Well, I didn't know much about platform art until I started researching for the show. And real quickly, tell us about our community garden that you have.
Platform actually has a track record of doing community projects. So we've kind of transitioned or added to our stable of projects from our art party events into doing more community-centered projects. So we've had 3 public art projects. The first one, we commissioned a mural and did a cultural art exchange with Imabari, Japan. So we did that through the Lakeland Sister Cities program. And then we actually commissioned artists from St. Pete and now in Orlando to create 2D tiles, ceramic tiles that we're installing on the Orange Street Bridge. The bridge is downtown, but it leads right into the Lakeland Center.
That's great.
So we have that public art piece, and along with that 2D tile project, we also have a community garden. So there's an organization, a church actually, that's near that property, and they own it, and they donated it to us to renovate. So we came in with backhoes and we leveled it, ripped out chain link fence, and we had Folsom Construction Company came in and actually built raised beds for us. So now we have vegetable gardening.
And the kids get to do it themselves.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you both for your time. Thank you for honoring and empowering our veterans. We really appreciate it. We really do. Well, next up, we're going to meet 2 beautiful pinup girls who are devoting their time to our local veterans. Stay with us.